Hey, this is Mr. Jarvis with homework help for November 14th. And we're looking at some word problems that require us to do various operations with fractions. And we've been doing all kinds of fractions lately. So let's look at number 4. Hopefully you've got maybe 1 through 3 done in class. So Lily bought 24 bananas. And what's the pertinent information? That's going to be useful. 24 bananas. From the market, however, 1/4 of them were rotten. 1/4. How many bananas were not rotten? So they're not asking us what's 1/4 of the bananas. But let's find out what 1/4 of them were. So I divide 24. 1/4 of 24. So if I divide 24 to groups of 4, there'd be 6 each. Or I could, so I know 1/4 would be 6. So 3/4 would be 18. Okay, but let me work it out here. So what's 1/4 of 24? 24 ones. Now, before I multiply, I can simplify using any numerator and any denominator. I can't simplify 1/4. I can't simplify 24 ones, but I can this. 4. 24 is divisible by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. And so 6 were not rotten of the 24. So 24 total minus 6 is going to give me 18. We're okay. Or I could have done this differently and said, then if 1/4 of them were not rotten, were rotten, 3/4 were not, and figured out what's 3/4 of 3/4, just a different way of working it, of 24. And I could cross cancel the same. And I would have got 18 ones. Or 18. Right here. But either way, I get 18. Okay? So that's number 4. 18 bananas were not rotten. 6 were rotten. Probably should get a refund on that. So Daniel's had 80 minutes of free time yesterday. He spent 3/5 of his time reading a book and the rest of the time watching TV. So he spent 2/5 of his time watching TV. 3/5. So you could solve it either way. Figure out 3/5 of 80 and then subtract that from 80 and get the remainder. I think we'll go ahead and do it that way. Or find out what 2/5 of 80 is. Either way is fine. So 3/5 of 80. So let's see here. Can I simplify? 5 and 80, yeah. So 5 times 10 is 50. Now we need 30 more. So 5 times 6 is 30. So I'm going to get 16 here. So 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 80 16 times. Now, I have to multiply. 3 times 16. Now, I'm not real good. I'm going to use the over-under here. I'm going to go under. Break this up. Make it 3 times 15 plus 3 times, how many left over? 1. I can break that up. 3 times 15. And how many did I leave off? Plus 3 times 1. And for me, that's easier. So I'm going to get 45 plus 3. So I'm going to get 48 ones. He spent 48 minutes of his time reading a book. 3/5. And the rest of the 80 minutes, so 80 minus 48. So I'm going to get 32 from that. I could borrow 7, 2, 32. So 32 minutes. Spent 32 minutes watching TV. So, all right, let's go on to number 3. So a baker baked 240 donuts. He packed 3/8 of them in a box and sent them to a birthday party. So 3/8 went to a birthday party, and the rest of them to a cake shop. What fraction of the donuts went to the birthday party? 3/8 of 240. So 3/8 of 240. And I can write 240 as 241s. So can I cross cancel here? Or 3/8 can't be simplified? 240. That's kind of a big number, but 24, I know 3 times 8 is 24. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. 8, I could break this up. 8 divided by 224 is 3. So 8 divided by 240 would be 30. And go straight across. 30 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So 3 times 30 is 90. 91s. So it sent 90 donuts to the birthday party. 90 donuts. And they didn't ask how many he sent to the cake shop, so I don't need to write it. 90 donuts to the birthday party. Hey, hope that helped. That's 3 of them anyway. Use your thinking cap. Be careful. What are they asking? We're sent to the birthday party. Big common mistake on problems like these is you answer correctly, but you answer the wrong question correctly. So make sure you're giving an answer for the correct question. Hope that helps. Have a great evening.